Maokai go all the way through untouched if it actually does end up doing so. And yeah, Maokai's just going to be completely ignored in this one. Interesting.
Looks like they're going to go with the Poppy instead. They were juggling back and forth between a couple of those big tank picks. They wanted a frontliner. Their composition was sorely lacking one up until that last pick, so they had to go with something along those lines, and apparently Poppy fits the mold just a little bit better this time around.
Yeah, I mean, Poppy is more of a playmaker, I would say, than something like the Maokai. Maokai is kind of has more baseline strength, right? You are a bit tankier. You have point-and-click initiation, a lot of CC, gank assist. A lot of that stuff does come from Poppy as well, but it's more based on positioning. It's skill shot. It's like, you know, wall dependent for the stun, etc. So there's more contingencies there for Looper, but if you can pull it off, the Poppy can look exceptionally strong. Also, something that you have to think of is heroic presence here, and I think that's a big reason that they are going to it. Heroic presence will interrupt the Shen taunt, will interrupt the Jace hammer form, will interrupt the Rengar ultimate. So that's 3 things that you can actually use a heroic presence on, and I think that's probably why Looper is going for it, trying to have that playmaking ability, the kind of Guardian type defensive play.
And that's what you've got to do when you've got somebody like a Jhin on your team, and you've got a Corki as well, very vulnerable targets. When you've got an enemy team that not only has things like a Rengar and a Jace and a Shin, but they've got the Sivir and the Karma with those speed ups like we were talking about to get them in there. And Immortals continue to move up, likely going to throw down some vision here and make their way back out.
Yeah, they just want to be able to track where Acadian is going to start. Obviously, what you're giving up is as soon as you do this, the other team is free to then invade on the opposite side of the map. They have those 2v1 numbers, and they can look for something here. And Gate trying to do a little bit of damage. You can see the Malzahar nerfs there as he wasn't able to instantly double pop his Void Spawns, so he could only get 1 extra minion proc there. But Keith is actually pretty far up. He's going to have to use a potion. That actually hurts quite a lot.
He's taking some damage, but Ole's the one who's forced to blow both summoner spells. Pobelter coming around from the side as well. The damage is all over the place. Pobelter going to be taken very low. Acadian still looking to maybe finish this one off if he can. Flashes forward, but he can't find the damage. Going to be forced back. The Deadly Flourish will not be finding POB. That was way too close for comfort.
This is now that everything is just freeborn right now.
Acadian's going to be first blooded. You gotta be kidding me! First blood goes the way of Dardoch, the jungler contest. Off to a good start for Immortals.
No kidding. Acadian did not use his smite for the heal there as Dardoch jumped in. That would have been a really good play. Could have perhaps kept him alive.
These mid laners, as we might have a trap set up here in the top side.
Dardoch is sneaking in there. He's looking for this gank. We'll see if he wants to pull the trigger.
Flame
waiting
trying
for
to
that
just
taunt.
Bait Looper a little bit closer to that brush. Lets him pick up the buckler, trying to get him just a little bit more confident. There we go. Dardoch jumps in. Looper trying to get himself away from this one. Pops the flash. I don't think it's going to be doing anything. Dardoch with the flash into the brush. The Rengar mechanics sealed the deal.
Kill him off before the Shen can come through. And ooh, Acadian's in trouble. He's very low. Has to get out of there. And that's going to be another red buff going over.
Dardoch getting himself bound up, though. The damage comes through, and Dardoch bites off more than he can chew. Echo Fox finally getting one in return. Gonna go over to Gate. He grabs the red buff onto himself. Would have rather had that onto somebody like Acadian or maybe Keith, but a kill is a kill.
You know what the funny part about that is? It actually tips them off that they're going for this lane swap early. So even though Dardoch does go down, Cody Sun immediately is hard pushing, and he will likely get the turret first. So he's going to get the first turret kill when Echo Fox may have been able to get it otherwise. So it doesn't end up as bad as you would expect, because Immortals may even be able to defend the top side, and this could go well for them.
Flame's doing a lot of damage here onto Looper, trying to just buy as much time as he can, maybe even threaten to kill Keith. One more turret shot would have been dangerous, man. As Gate flashes at him, he does not get caught out by that Malzahar ulti.
Not even going to get the turret here.
Flame back top in time.
Keith has got to be careful. I mean, no respect shown. He's going to die or have to blow a summoner at the very least here. That is just poor play from Keith.
Has to pop the heal. Probably going to have to use the flash here as well. Does decide to go for it. Gets away to Gate, who's going to pop the ulti just to make sure Flame has no follow-up. Curtain call opened up. Flame's now the one who goes a little bit too far. The bullets will not be finding him, and neither will the crabs. Flame gets himself out, but he scares away both summoner spells from Keith. Not with the health he was at. Looper going for the flash into the slam, into the wall. Stand United, keeping him alive. Curtain call opens up. Olay's going to be the one stuck now with the Gate ultimate. The bullet comes through, and Keith gets the shot. Olay, the only casualty in that fight.
Echo Fox is moving towards Baron. I'm not sure if they're actually starting. They're just going to try to rush this down. There's no vision from Immortals right now. They are pinging over onto the Baron, but there's a lot of pink wards in between them and the pit. We'll see how fast they move and if they can stop this.
Oh, this is going to be a crazy one, Azale. Here we go. Damage coming in. Echo Fox still trying to finish this off very rapidly, down to about 1,000 HP, and Dardoch's got the steal. Acadian goes back over the wall. Tragedy strikes for Echo Fox. Immortals grab both neutral objectives. He is a much taller order.
Just look at Cody Sun's health going up so fast from that regen. He does get poked out. We'll see how fast he can get back up, because he has the red buff and he has triple ocean. So as soon as he actually gets out of combat,
Acadian! Flash taunted, the kill coming through for Immortals as Flame's gonna be backing himself out, exhausted, a little bit more damage might just take him. Deadly Flourish gonna be sidestepped, Flame goes down, but it's still a 2-for-1 so far. Immortals making the moves happen. They've got themselves a 4 versus 3 for the next 20 seconds at least. This should be the inhibitor turret.
Yeah, and it's Ocean right back up to health, and Dardoch was able to get the execute onto Keith. No summoners used there from Keith, could not react in time as Dardoch flew in and took him out, and that is going to be the inhibitor perhaps going down, but Looper's out here, they want to fight.
Looper wants to stop this one if he can. Exhaust down onto Froggen, going to be forcing him to retreat into the back line. Dardoch already able to find the kill onto Gate. Looper going to be chased down next. Dardoch having to retreat. Looper's able to grab one on the way out. Olay going to be taken low next. Pobelter trying to finish Looper
Acadian.
off. Acadian comes right into the fight. Wings soaring. Froggen grabbing the kill onto Pobelter as Cody Sun, the last man standing on Immortals, having to run away, but Acadian is not going to be looking to let that happen now. Fox grabs the near ace.
And Looper coming up huge. They're so tanky, they could not deal with him in the front line. They actually keep their inhibitor alive. It was an auto or two from going down there. That is a big swing for Echo Fox. What looked like it could be the game-ending push for Immortals ends up getting them shut down and putting Echo Fox right back into it. That Infinity Edge, he's going to be massively more powerful. Has picked up the last Whisper, but definitely going to take some time to punch through that Poppy, who is going to be going likely towards that Frozen Heart or perhaps an Iceborne. Looper's in there.
Echo Fox trying to stop these guys from getting away. Dardoch's going to be shut down before anything can happen this time around. Looper looking to block off the retreats as long as he can. Echo Fox, they found one, but can they go for any more? Olay's going to be chunked down to about half. Poke being shot off from Immortals, trying to cover their retreat. As you've mentioned so many times already, they will continue to heal up as soon as they disengage these fights. Continuing the split push in the bottom lane. He and Looper, just the classic Poppy versus
Immortals
Shen.
straight to Baron.
As Immortals are melting this down rather rapidly. It's warded. Echo Fox knows this is being done, but I don't know if they're going to do anything about it. Dardoch with the secure. And now we see if Immortals can find success with Baron number 2.
That was just really well done there by Immortals. They push Acadian out of his own jungle. As soon as he is leaped back towards his base, they rush the Baron. They have Shen drawing pressure on the bot side. Their split push is going to be that much stronger. And you said it, they get their second chance at closing this one out with the Baron.
Froggen ready with package.
He is looking on the side, and Looper is coming up from below them. They're going to try to collapse on this fight, but Acadian's very low.
Acadian going to be brought low super rapidly. Pobelter might be in a little bit of trouble here. Deadly Flourish coming out. Stand United going to be keeping POB alive. The jump onto Looper not going to be successful thanks to that steadfast presence.
Rengar's looking on the side. He will look for Acadian over the wall.
Dardoch wants to jump for it. He's able to grab it. He's got the kill, and now this could be the fight Immortals are going for, but Flames over the wall. He's not doing anything. He's tied up by the Malzahar. The curtain call's able to find 2. Pobelter now going to be slammed around and juggled up and down. Cody Sun's got the damage. Looper goes down next. 2 for 2.
Top lane and jungle down for both sides, but Immortals are moving over to Elder. They have the triple ocean. They're starting this up. Can Echo Fox get down there in time? And do they even know what's going on? It looks like that's going to be a no, and Immortals will claim the ultimate prize with the Elder Dragon.
An even team fight that still results in a victory for IMT. They grab what they came for.
Fox is going to engage here, so they don't want to wait this out. You can see Looper is behind, and Shen is not here yet. He does have Stand United, but they are looking for the engage. We'll see if they can get it.
Immortals needs to make this fight happen, and Fox has to be so very careful.
They see Looper now on the ward.
Wrong step. And it's going to be curtains as here comes the curtain call. Pobelter are going to be slammed backwards, but nothing comes of it just yet. Look at how badly that burn melts away Looper's health bar. Dardoch's able to grab the kill onto Keith. Gate's going to be next. Acadian follows. Echo Fox is routed, and Immortals are going to be finding their win from this one.
Doesn't matter how much armor you have on that one, as the true damage punches right through them. Echo Fox make the last play they had to make, but Immortals are going to take game number 1. Great team fight.
Immortals, they finish this game with a 7-4-2 score on that Rengar compared to the 1-4-6 on Kha'Zix. I think considering all the talk coming out from both of these junglers, you gotta give it to Dardoch in round 1.
Yeah, you have to give round 1 to Dardoch. It's still considered very powerful after the nerfs, but it is gonna fall all the way through, it looks like it. Flame gonna be locking in the Maokai, so it will be Swain, another one of Looper's specials in the top lane.
And one thing I want to point out about the Looper Swain, earlier this season, he did have a game on the Swain where he was 0, 0, and 0, 42 minutes into the match. So hopefully he'll have a little bit more impact than that in this time around.
He was also down like 100 CS or something.
Yeah, it was really not the most impressive game from Looper that time, but maybe this time will be a little bit different. Speaking of impressive games, we did give credit to Froggen at the end of game number 1, saying, look, he had a great performance in the Corki. Things didn't work out for the team as a whole, but if he can reprise that and do it again here in game number 2, could be exactly what the team needs.
Yeah, he was getting the best of Pobelter in the mid lane. Did play very well throughout the late and mid-game stages also. I think that a lot of this game, once again, is going to come down to the junglers. I mean, there's a lot of powerful lanes here. When you look at the mid lane, that's something that could snowball pretty heavily either way if you get either of these guys ahead. And when you look topside, the Swain is always going to be a big target with Maokai and Elise, 2 of the best turret divers in the game. Those guys could very easily try to pick on the Swain because the Swain is naturally a lane bully. He should be able to win the 1v1s, have an advantage against the Maokai, but you have to weigh that against the fact that if you push up too much, you could easily be taken out. So both junglers are going to be trying to take this into consideration. You know, Acadian looking for counter ganks and Dardoch looking to prey on that Swain.
Not there to make the plays he needed to make in that first match. Here in game number 2, if he can change that around,
Dardoch's there.
What they need. Dardoch going to be knocked up into the air. Acadian finding a very nice trade, getting the better of his counterpart right there. That's what he was talking about after the first time these teams met, outperforming his opponent, getting the better of him there in the river. Sadly, that's not enough to win a game, but now he's looking to go in even further. Repel going to be used. Blast Cone over the wall. Meme plants in 2017.
He does get out, but meanwhile in the bot lane, they're right back to fighting. Remember, Ole has no flash, very low there, and Cody's getting chunked out here too. And now right over to mid lane, gonna be able to force Pobelter out of lane at least.
Doesn't get a summoner spell though.
No.
Pobelter far enough away that he can just walk out into the brush, say you're not gonna follow me any further.
And as Dardoch picked his Swifties up, he's quickly back to the top side. We'll see how fast Looper can react, because if you get hit by like the root into the cocoon, it's gonna be tough.
Really difficult. Flame looking to make the flash play. Twisted Advance follows Looper's flash. Dardoch's here grabbing that spider bite damage. Looper in some trouble. Cocoon is down, and first blood for Immortals.
And that's what it is. Easy pickings on the Swain. I mean, I don't know if he would have got out if he didn't flash, but moving outside of the minions there, if you late flash, you're an easy cocoon, pretty much guaranteed for Dardoch. They trade flashes, get the first blood on the Maokai, and if the Maokai gets too far ahead of the Swain, you cannot push this guy out of lane.
Yeah, that was kind of a wonky interaction because Flame flashes, Twisted advances, then Looper flashes, so it's just kind of this weird Maokai.
Oh, now Acadian flash cocoon!
Acadian deleted off the face of the world. Pobelter grabbing the kill credit for that one, and Immortals 2-0. Real similar to what we saw last time.
Yeah.
Way to safety.
And you can see that early damage from the Jace, and Dardoch right back to top side. Looper has to delay for Acadian to get here. We'll see if he can delay long enough. Acadian is arriving now. Remember, Dardoch has not purchased any combat stats.
And they're switching it over to Acadian now, who's much squishier. Looper's completely out of mana. Flame's still going to be chasing this one down. Flash is not available. Twisted Advance comes in.
This is here too.
And that last auto attack finds its mark. Acadian now in some trouble. Accelerated Shock Blast says sayonara. Acadian. Pobelter is going to be grabbing his second kill of the game.
Pobelter not even having to blow the flash, so the counter gank goes awry. Now they're looking for the all-in the bot lane on Keith.
Tidal Wave comes out. On the Hunt has been popped. Keith trying to run away. The bubble looks to predict the flash, but will not be doing so. Keith, very, very low, decides to open up the curtain call, try to set something up here for Gate. The crabs are coming. So is the Malefic Visions. Last shot going to be blocked up by Ole, making sure Cody doesn't get brought down by that when Echo Fox tries to retaliate, but no dice.
Acadian, not looking too happy about that one.
It's not his day so far. He knows that he's just got to make sure he's finding ways to get back into the game, not let it tilt him too hard. 0-2-0 on the rec side. Tiamat completed. Pobelter caught out. Gate channeling the ulti. POB using the flash, trying to walk away, but it's not going to do anything as Gate gets the first kill of the game for Echo Fox.
Yeah, Maokai, even if we go for the gank, and now the TP coming in, they're looking for Keith.
Play coming out bot side. Keith has no way out, decides to stand and fight, but it's not going to do anything. Cody's son grabbing that one.
Dardoch here too. They want to continue the dive, perhaps. They have corralled this red buff Gate, and he looks like he's going down.
Dardoch wants those juicy double buffs. He's going to be spider food. Dardoch grabbing that one. 2-0 and 3 on the Allouche. 5 out of 6 kill participation. He wants this win.
Yeah, I mean, Dardoch is smashing this game right now. He has been absolutely everywhere. Just running around the map, not prioritizing his farming, just prioritizing making the plays happen, and it feels like everywhere he goes, he's able to pull it off, and now they can even grab the dragon here. They have the advantage on that as well, and Pobelter is doing well. Every lane now is ahead for Immortals.
And they're going to go ahead and rotate over into the Drake. Why not, right? You're this far ahead, take every single objective that you can find. Mountain Drake is going to be the first one around this time, not the Ocean Drakes that we saw in game number 1. And with that pickup, they're going to have some extra objective control as this game continues, on top of their already 3,000 gold lead.
It's really feeling like a tough one for Echo Fox. They're going to have to really slow down the pace of this game or start getting some pickoffs because they need to find a way back in. Pobelter is flashless. Nice play onto him.
Very good trigger pull from Echo Fox. They utilized the power of the dive from Acadian as well as the lockdown from Gate. They knew Pobelter's flash was down from earlier too.
And they've been kind of going back to this point of strength. I mean, we talked about how well Froggen played last game. This game, he was doing well for himself also, and Acadian does need to be careful. He's not going to get caught out here again. Now bubbled up. He's just going to die for that. I mean, that is mental errors. That is unacceptable play. I mean, he's going in there. He sees the collapse happening. He still tries to stay and steal it. Doesn't even use his smite to finish it off earlier, and then just feeds over another kill. I mean, that looks like one tilted player.
Accelerated shock blast finding its way onto Keith. Pobelter still wants to go for this.
Nice exhaust.
Exhaust used to keep him away. Curtain call opens up. Pobelter in some danger here. TP's going to be channeled as well. Acadian getting bursted. Dardoch jumping right back in to find that spider bite.
Oh, the TP got canceled, so they don't even have swing coming in. I'm not sure if he got interrupted or what happened. Yeah, it was the ultimate from Nami.
Now Flame into the back line, gonna be soaking these guys up. Froggen's gonna be brought down first. Flame goes down with him. Pobelter trying to run away. Dardoch gonna be dropped next. Deadly Flourish does miss. Gate still trying to chase this one down. Pobelter not in
He has his
real
ultimate,
danger.
He can flash. Will not decide to go for it.
Gate doesn't want that one.
For Immortals, with how well it started, that their opponents are hanging around, but that said, we know how effective the Sivir can be in the late game. Looking for the engage on Olay. He's kind of caught out.
Olay in some real trouble, keeping himself alive for now. Deadly Flourish going to be sidestepped, and Acadian brought down again. 0 and 5 on the jungler who had been doing so well. Looper now might be in some danger of his own. Curtain calls coming out. The shots hitting. The last one hits Flame, and I think might have healed him. That just did no damage whatsoever. That Maokai is so tanky.
Nami is behind enemy lines. Leave no man behind, Dardoch. Get down there.
Saving Private Nami. Looper's going to be bound up. Here comes your cocoon. The burst comes through, and Looper will not be finding that fish today.
Even Olay lives. He was on an adventure throughout that fight. All those dies at the start. He's making a mad run through the jungle, and I see Dardoch come in there, pick up another kill, save him as well.
Coming in, they're looking to catch out Acadian yet again. The blast plant takes him over the wall, and Acadian gets away.
Oh man, looked like their fates were tied, but Acadian pops himself right out of there, and now the curtain call coming in. Pobelter taking some damage here.
Looper's over on the side. Him, and Froggen's got the follow-up. Flame's gonna be cut down next. Should be no way out of this one. Not tanky enough to survive the 5 versus 1. And Echo Fox grabbed 2.
That's a big 2 kills. Is they're going to get more. They're going to get at least this outer turret here and maybe just continue to push. There's still 30 seconds on the Flame, 20 on Pobelter. They could potentially force this inhibitor turret.
Echo Fox looking to make some big moves here. Just 20 minutes into the match. If you can crack the base this early, it can be huge.
What a turnaround.
Immortals just has nothing they can do to block this. Echo Fox is taking down the turret. They've already got it. Still 10 seconds before Flame's back alive. Olay gonna be taken low. Froggen exhausted, can't find the kill. Acadian now might be caught out.
Dardoch's up.
Damage will get him. The ricochet won't bring him down. Pobelter looking for the opportunity to grab some kind of damage off of that. Trying to catch up to Gate to the skies. Brings him down. Acadian gonna be popped now by Dardoch. Looper trying to run, never move, not finding its way onto the spider. A double kill for the Immortals mid laner, and Echo Fox's push is punished.
I mean, they get the inhibitor turret, but then they needed to leave. They overstay, they chase for kills, and this is going to be Immortals going for the Baron here. Should be an easy one, 5 versus 2. No jungler up here for Acadian. Would need to be a miracle, but Echo Fox not even going to stay around to try, and very unfortunate for them. They make the play to get back into the game, and then they throw it right away.
And they just toss it right back out the window. We're watching a good old game of catch as they all just throw it back and forth.
A Flame is pushing in the bot side. They're going for it.
There you go. Tidal Wave looking to disengage this. Cody's son forced to flash back. Almost going to be killed. Damage coming in. Olay flashes back over the wall, but it's 2 dead on Echo Fox. 1 for Immortals. Acadian going to be cleaned up again. Froggen and Keith retreating as the push comes in even stronger for Immortals.
Echo Fox make the call, but they can't make the play work. And Immortals, with the Baron buff, going to be pushing in, break the base at 24 minutes.
They had their top lane broken very early. They're returning the favor now, and they're going to get the extra bonus on top. The inhibitor itself falling 24 minutes, 20 seconds into this game. As Immortals packs up and leaves safely, they're not going to commit the same sins Fox did. A couple more auto attacks to seal the deal. Cody's got that last one, and the turret has fallen, meaning inhibitor number 2 is now exposed.
And the minions are going to keep crashing in on the top side. They'll have to keep responding to them. And Immortals is pinging over, towards the mid lane. That's pushing. The top lane is pushing. They can move in, take down this second inhibitor. Echo Fox has to choose their moment. They cannot give these inhibitors up for free, and here they go.
Flame gonna be on the front line. Gate gonna be deleted instantly. Froggen running away. Looper popping the Zonias in the middle of everyone. Redemption coming down, trying to keep him alive. It's not gonna be doing a lot though. Dardoch grabbing the kill onto that one. Flame still just gonna be soaking everyone. Immortals has a 3 for 0. And ladies and gentlemen, they're gonna be finding a Nexus 2 27 minutes in. They're gonna 2-0 Echo Fox.
What a series from Immortals, stamping out Echo Fox. Echo Fox gonna end the week 0-2, and Immortals are coming up big, 7-2-10. Was 7-1-10 before that fountain dive for Dardoch. He looked great, and Immortals look clean today.
Hey, we've got Dardoch here. Congratulations on your victory. The team has to be feeling a lot better. What's the team atmosphere right now?
Our atmosphere is okay. We were really disappointed from losing yesterday, but we bounced back and played well.
You definitely did, and a big part of that was you. How do you feel about the overall jungle champion pool right now? Because I don't know if you know, on the other stream, we saw Shaco pop out. Moon, yeah, exactly. He also did the Kindred, though, so things are getting a little out there. How do you feel about, as the tier list? How is it dropping down?
Generally, Graves and Rengar are the strongest 2, and then after it's like Elise, Kha'Zix, Lee Sin, Rek'Sai, like based on player to player. I definitely think there's more viable champions than that. Like, I've played some Rumble. There's Ivern, Shaco, Warwick. Yeah, there's a lot of viable stuff, but generally people just stick to the top 6.
Yeah, definitely agreeing right now. And you guys, your next matchup coming up next week is going to be Team Liquid. So you get to go up against your old rival there, Reignover. Last season, that was definitely a big thing. How are you feeling about going up against Reignover now that you have taken down Acadian?
I'm always excited to play against Reignover because I've always had a lot of respect for him. I think he's really good. Hopefully Team Liquid gets in better form, so it won't be as easy this time. But yeah, Acadian was like not as good as I thought too.
Woo! All right, let's send it back over to the guys at the desk then to handle that one.